informational in nature, and neither Chang, nor Johnny, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
To the show, Random Realness. It's your boy Chang. I'm here with my dog J. White and my boy Johnny B.
That's me.
How you doing, baby?
I'm doing all right, man.
How you doing, baby?
Loving it. Loving life.
Loving it. I see you came in repping today.
Yep. Big repping.
Big repping, big stepping.
Big stepping,
Yeah, ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing.
He said, got 10 more in my closet just
we
like
ain't
this.
scared of nothing. Vandal strong.
Okay, chill out.
Okay.
You're scared of everything when it comes to sports, nigga.
We ain't scared.
He said, we just don't perform good.
We're an academic school.
That's why I said when it comes to sports, house. See, don't try to backpedal now. Got you right where I want you. Got you right where I want you.
We play those fearlessly. We're not scared of the sports. We just put our academics out there first. But we're not scared.
Yeah, I feel that. He said,
Vandal Nation, you ain't scared.
He said, all my young athletes know what it is.
I think we beat Sac State in basketball this last week.
Okay, talk that shit.
Heard Sac State has a high school gym basketball court.
Okay, you should be proud of that.
Wins are wins, Hey,
take them as they come, goddammit. Oh, what's good, Johnny B? How you doing, baby? You tired?
Yeah, I'm a little tired today. I was just thinking about the Vandals basketball team fucking scrimmaging some Y-ball players and getting tore up.
You didn't even know that they had a basketball team up.
I mean, I'm assuming they did because they're a college, but I don't,
He said they got football, basketball, that's it. They get no track, no lacrosse, no...
We got all
I know up there niggas bang books and hit beer bongs. That's about it.
That's stupid.
It's a land-grant institution.
Okay.
The only one in the state.
Oh, and exactly what does that mean?
Land grant, motherfucker. God damn.
Just trying to throw some important tagline. He said, so break that down for us. Elaborate. He said, it's a land grant.
LAND, nigga. Land grant.
Yeah.
Institution.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Higher learning, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to hold you. I don't know what that means.
Well, you know what a grant is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
and
like
then
when
you know
get
what land is, right? Land grant.
Wait, nigga, first off, my fucking grant is when you get some money and you don't have to pay it back. And if it's just a land, you telling me they just gave them some land for a college? Is that what a land grant is? No, it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
You just tried to answer with a head. You said
land
just
grant.
skipped.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, what it is, right, is when the first time that we went to the moon, you see what I'm saying? We were able to take that money, put it with the new tax money. We doubled that up.
This nigga
And
gave you the bobblehead. I
that's
said,
when
is that
they
what it
built
is?
the
He said,
Kippy-Dome.
Stupid. I can't say. He skipped. You said, that's what you're telling me? He said, yeah.
You sound like a nigga. You sound like a
knows
nigga.
what a land grant is, dog.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be berated like this.
He said, I'm not going to be the nigga that has to tell you stupid ass niggas what a land grant.
Nigga,
with the
you
new
gave
rag
me
all
a-
look like you're collecting rent today, nigga. God damn.
You gave me a response like niggas do right before they're about to lie to their girlfriend. Nigga, you said,
No.
yeah. I wouldn't know. I've seen niggas do
He
it. though.
100% nigga was froze. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was just a slogan. I know it is like a land grant institution, but I don't really know what the basis is. All I know is they probably get more money than the other schools when it comes to that at least specific grant.
You was all frozen up like the one of the two survivors of that murder case up in Idaho. I don't know if you guys, I know that was a little dark, but I don't know if you guys read on it. But like apparently one of the survivors like seen him in a dark house and walk past her and go out the back sliding door.
I don't even okay, I've only heard stories, like little pieces, and obviously everybody else is at like a different timeline when they're talking about it. So I don't understand what the fuck happened. I know niggas got murdered, but
so in November.
Condolences to their families.
Yeah, condolences. This is crazy.
So crazy.
Idaho.
You went there, nigga.
Yeah,
that's
I went there. That's what I'm saying.
probably even crazier to you.
It shook me to the core. Like damn, like that is like the friendliest city.
Niggas
on
don't
the
even
planet.
lock their doors.
People
up there.
don't even lock doors.
Yeah.
But that thing that you're okay. So anyway, 4 college students were murdered.
Yeah.
In November. They just found the killer this week. There was like 6 people that lived in the house. 4 got murdered. So that, like what Johnny was saying, there was like 2 people that they originally thought were just asleep, but then the news story broke when they found the killer. Like I think last week.
Yeah. That's one of the things I've heard is that they just got the guy like probably 3 days ago.
I think it was I think it was on the 30th.
Okay.
Yeah.
December 30th.
When I read that same thing as you.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had a dream where like in your dream, like maybe like a burglary's happening or something in your house and you're just like frozen and you just don't.
You can't do shit.
You can't do shit or move.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my dream, it's like somebody's robbing me, but I feel like I'm actually just like paralyzed, scared. You know, but like if you catch me in the day, like oh man, somebody robbed my house, I'd run up on them. Yeah. But like in the dream, that's what I was imagining when I read that. Is like you're sitting there like I don't even want to imagine what the fuck that could be.
Yeah.
And I just want to go back to sleep, like because I don't think it's real. Like
yeah.
And then like also just knowing the town, it's like you have a roommate situation and people could be coming or going because that's just how like friendly it is. Obviously it's probably not town. Right that a ski mask is on, but like you're like I don't know what they're doing tonight or whatever, and just go back.
Well, that and the fact she also heard him say, oh, don't worry, I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? So like she clearly was scared because she went and locked herself back in her room. Yeah. And the fact he had something covering his mouth and his nose freaked her out.
So somebody just walked in.
So before it all popped off, bro, in the Alpha David, because you know how they can ping cell towers and all that and see.
In the what?
In the Alpha David.
Oh, I thought you said Alpha David.
No, I probably did.
I was about to say, Rover Roger, we're out.
I got a speech impediment, my nigga.
My fault. Go ahead.
I used to have tubes in my ear.
Huh? I can't stand this again.
But so they did some cell phone ping and this and that, and like this fool circled the crib like 12 times, like showing him there, like circled the crib, hits him up, does his thing. It's just so sad, by the way. It's so fucking sad. But then also returned back to the scene of the crime afterwards, circled again. And then
after he did it?
After.
Like the next morning, because they didn't find the bodies until like noon.
Yeah, right before noon there was a call, but he circled back, and then they had at least got enough information to figure out it was like a 2011 through 13 Hyundai Elantra. And then 5 days after he did it, he went and got his plate switched. And then when him and his pops were mobbing back to Pennsylvania, they got pulled over twice within a 10-minute period. Both cops were like, oh.
The killer was a grad student at Washington State.
Criminology PhD grad
alleged
student.
Killer, but like, man, reading like the New York Times and all the articles that we were passing through, it just seems like they got DNA. They got
everything
the
they need.
Elantra there. There's a couple pieces in here where they were saying like, they had video surveillance of the street, and then they even have like somebody's like ring camera where they hear you can hear a dog barking.
A
dog barking.
A dog barking. What's a dark barking, my nigga?
A dog barking and like a body thud on a camera, and like I just can't imagine thinking that you could get away with that type of murder in 2022 with that many, because there's cameras everywhere. It's just like all the stuff that they have up here. It's like it couldn't be a coincidence.
Well, I think he honestly, because clearly he doesn't have good mental health and shit like that, not in the feel sorry for him way, because I think he obviously does shit like this because he wanted to see if he could get away with it, bro. Like, he's studying criminology. He applied to be an intern in the Pullman, Washington Police Department to, like, help them try to fucking figure out shit at crime scenes. Like, that's a whole thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this dude probably did that just to see if he could get away with it, which makes me feel like probably when he was caught, he was like, fuck.
They don't have, like, a motive or anything. They don't know.
No motive, yeah.
He's not saying shit, or he's just like, fuck it, talk to my lawyer.
He's not saying shit. And
he has a public defender.
Right here
Oh,
it says,
what? Yeah, he gone.
He's gone.
He gone.
I don't even know how to. I know how to pronounce his first name, Brian. A graduate student at Washington State
Try
University.
to pronounce his last name, please.
Kohlberger.
Kohlberger.
Is your name Cousin?
Nah, but my last name's Bisterfeld, and I'm assuming that nigga's German.
I appreciate you fucking helping me out. Hey, Junior.
I set him up for failure, nigga, and you just said, nope, not today.
A graduate student at Washington State
friends
University who said through a lawyer that he looks forward to being exonerated.
Niggas are idiots, bro. Like, you murdered 4 people. And I'm not going to say
Well, it's like you're obviously innocent until proven guilty, but, like, the things that they have right here, like the roommate saw him with like bushy eyebrows. And I don't know if you saw a picture of him yet.
Mm-hmm.
That nigga's got the bushiest.
He got the bushiest fucking
Nigga's got the bushiest eyebrows.
like dead ass. And then where are we going here? So they found a knife sleeve, like, you know how, like, if you had a big ass knife, it's on a sleeve. Mm-hmm. So they found a knife sleeve at the crime scene.
It's called a what? A knife sleeve? That's crazy.
Is it called this? I don't know. A sleth? A sheath? It's like Mike Tyson.
It's a sheath.
Is it a sheath? Oh.
Leather.
I de-sheath my
Nigga,
knife.
it's SHEATH.
Hey, I'm hooked on memorization, not phonics, bro.
Okay,
Sleeve.
You're about to get a call from your alumni, and they say, "Hey, we don't want you speaking illiterately and rapping our fucking."
Can you
gear.
put a Boise State shirt on or something, nigga?
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna tell you, nigga. I don't care how many times you graduated from us.
No, they
Anyways, nigga.
undergraduate.
He had the knife sheath.
sheath. I've never heard.
He
of
said,
a
"Ye
sheath.
going for president."
I've never been like, oh, I'd be like, give me my knife case.
Yeah.
I would never be like, you got my sheath. Give me my goddamn sheath back. No, nigga. So I don't know why the fuck they're using this shit.
Hey, real quick,
Yeah.
random note.
Oh.
Yay for president. I mean, ye for president. Goofy ass boy. Go ahead.
Was that episode 1?
Yes,
That's
goofy
funny.
ass.
Is it ye or yay?
You tell me.
It's nay for me.
Whatever. Yeah, definitely a nay.
Mm-hmm.
2024. They got DNA from the knife case, and then they were able to run it through like a DNA genealogy or whatever. I'm assuming that he had like some relatives that like did Ancestry.com or something, and so they were able to see something close, like a relative, and then tied it back that way. Mm-hmm. And then they went and got trash from the house of his parents' house in Pennsylvania, and were able to find his dad's DNA, and it came up like
99.888 something percent. Yeah.
Yeah.
2023, dog. Don't be going out here murking folks. You're not gonna get away with it, nigga.
You're not.
That's what I was saying last episode, nigga.
Facts.
Nigga.
Oh yeah, when I was talking about, I wasn't talking about necessarily murking
No,
niggas,
but yeah, nigga, you were saying taking care of it by yourself. That's what. Would you
I
gonna
just-
go
I
tickle
just-
them till they cry, nigga?
nah, I just don't believe in ever needing the assistance of cops because I don't trust them more than I trust fucking a bad person.
I feel that.
Here's a you know how Johnny was talking about that the suspect applied to work at a local police department. His undergraduate in Pennsylvania. He had a class under this person, Catherine Ramsland,
The BTK killer's daughter.
a forensic psychologist whose books include The Mind of a Murderer and How to Catch a Killer. So like, there's so many just like crazy things in this story.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that inspired him knowing like, oh, this lady that's teaching me, her dad was the BTK killer? Like, and then he's like, I'm gonna just go, you know.
What are you talking about? The BTK killer? Is that her? Was the lady's father
Wait, you just read the serial killer book and those 2 books she published? It's because she's the daughter of the BTK killer.
Is she?
100%.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Blind, torture, kill.
Wow. Let's see.
It's crazy. That's a trip, huh? Like, this nigga's a serial killer. His daughter's a teacher of this nigga. And all of a sudden he goes and fucking hits up 4 people. People are sick, bro. I love people, but I can't stand people.
Yeah, it's scary. The world's crazy.
Yeah, nigga. It's always hard to find balance on, like, how to gauge folks because people be seeming so all right till, you know, they snap and this and that. It's just, the world's a crazy place, bro. It's like the older I get, and obviously because as you get older, your brain has more capacity to conceptualize shit, but it's just like, rather than being older and like being ready to, oh, well, I have more experience, I could take it on. I just want to like almost not believe it. Like, nigga, when I was a kid, I thought the world was a nice place. Can we just go back to that? You know what I'm saying? But like, and also it's probably always been bad. But on top of getting older and being able to understand it more, and then also with the exposure of technology and this and that and all these cameras, we're all just like overwhelmed with so much information. It's up to us to choose, like if we want to intake positive shit or negative shit. And then on top of that, you have to realize you can't believe everything because there's fake shit and all this shit. And like, life's just a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like these days with everything, it's just crazy. And sometimes I just kick back and I sit and I think about that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't let it get you down, people. Keep pushing, because there's good in the world.
Yeah, like this nigga said last episode.
Yeah.
Good in the world. The world isn't as bad as people make it seem, and the world isn't as good as people make it seem.
Yeah.
The world's just the world, Johnny B.
You're goddamn right, man.
Talk that shit.
Here's what Johnny was talking about. Like, he returned to the crime scene. So say the murder happened at 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
The roommates and the bodies weren't discovered until noon. This dude cut off his phone in Pullman at 2:27, put it in airplane mode, and so he was offline from 2:47 until 4:48. He cut it back on, and he was like a few miles south of the University of Idaho on his way back to Pullman, and fucking came back at like 9 a.m. and his cell phone was pinging off the towers, like right in the King Road district or whatever.
Yeah.
At 9 a.m. So to me, I'm sitting there thinking, oh, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go back and watch the police there going in and out and probably like get off on that or whatever.
For sure.
They hadn't even discovered the bodies in the room yet.
Yeah.
And so he was there for 12 minutes and then drove back.
Imagine what he thought when he pulled up and there was nobody there. He was probably like, I'm going to get away with it. I'm going to get away
Crazy.
with it.
Dumbass nigga, you're dying in jail. And before your natural causes, I guarantee a nigga like that goes up in jail, kills 3 girls and a teenager. There was a report on one of the things I was reading. It said,
I'm sorry to interrupt. They were all females that he killed?
And one man.
dude.
Oh, goddamn.
And there was, I guess, when he first got put in jail in Pennsylvania before he got flown out here, right when he walked in, I guess like a lifer yelled at him. He was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna fucking kill you." That was in the report.
People are all over this story. Like this, like Moscow is such a solid place. Like it is like just like
People don't be getting
good
murdered.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like
fraternity.
Well, fraternity, sorority, and stuff. But they're just like super friendly, super like.
Yo, bro, dude.
It's not even that there's hippies there. There's like everything. It's like,
dude.
take care of the plants, take care of everything. It's like it's serene. It's like serene. It's like fucking amazing. Like people don't lock their doors. Like
it's like hospitality. It's like very hospitable.
Yes.
I'd like to argue, man, that so it's cool to have that like mindset. Like, oh, they don't even lock the doors. People are so nice, but just simply because the world we live in and the information we intake, you should not think because of where you live, like, oh, our place isn't like that. Because here's the thing. Yes, certain regions have higher crime rates and this and that because all the happenstances. But the reality is there's crazy, fucked off people everywhere with bad mental health. Like in this case, like that nigga wasn't necessarily from here. Like he came here to do that. Like you don't even have to be, you know what I'm saying? Like you should lock your doors everywhere, bro.
I would stretch it out to the Palouse, like where Pullman, Moscow, that they call that the Palouse. That whole area is a vibe like that.
Yeah.
I can't speak for Washington State, but I'm pretty sure where all the students live in Washington State, like on Campus Greek, that area, I'm pretty sure they're probably not locking their doors the same way.
I
either,
get it because they're like, oh, we're all the same college kids. No one's having it's all good vibes.
But I think that's what his point is. Like, it doesn't matter how many, like, what place you're in. There's always that one fucking weirdo.
There's gonna be a nigga
so
and we don't know he didn't do this. He could have counted on that. How? Because you're just so nonchalantly saying, you're like, that's the vibe there. Say he goes and meets these people and he sees like. Because if he obviously circled their house 12 times, he could be posted up down the street watching all these college kids come and go. They come in, just slam the door shut, and they go do their thing and this and that. And like, you could have a kid take advantage of the fact he's like, man, people are here so chill. The whole time he's a little psycho inside. And the next time, shit like this happens. I remember one of the first times my grandma O from the black side of my family in Tampa, Florida, came to stay with us here. And it was like summertime or whatever. And my pops like had like a window cracked open, front door wasn't locked, shit like that. You know, this is in like the early 2000s, maybe 90s. And fucking my grandma was like, "Hey, you mind if I shut the window and lock the door?" You know, she was just so like, we were about to go to bed like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was just shook that we was gonna leave a window open and a door open. But we're like, back then we're like, it's Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
Nigga, nope.
What do they say? Like, one rotten apple, or like, what do they say? Like,
one bad apple will spoil the bunch.
Yeah, like that shouldn't be applied to this situation. Like, I hope that people aren't scared to have the Moscow vibe.
But
after
guaranteed niggas are locking their doors now.
Yeah, like that's just smart. It's not weak, or it's not.
You
it's
don't
gonna
think
fuck up
that?
the vibe.
You don't think?
Well,
that
I
people
think that if somebody was gonna do this killing, if you locked the door but you didn't lock the windows, you would have came through the window. And I don't think that it's gonna go to everything has to be locked all the time. Like, that place just won't be that, because it's just not like that.
That's unfortunate. I mean, I feel like in like 3 or 4 more murders, people would be like, oh.
Even in Boise, to me, I wouldn't super care that I lock my door.
For real?
Because I'm not moving in any type of way. It would have to be a random act of violence for my house to get hit.
I know, but you're willing to take the chance of it being a random
with you and your kids and everyone up in the house.
I got homeowners insurance if somebody comes in and just steals some shit.
All right, y'all. This commercial is brought to you by our sponsor, Lano Insurance, with our boy Colin Lano.
On Overland and Orchard, phone number 208-639-0412. For you slow listeners, once
One
again,
more time.
208-639-0412.
Yep.
Fucking intense.
And he's not only in Idaho, he insures everything in Oregon, Utah, Montana, and Idaho as well, like I just said. So make sure you tap in with Colin. He'll make sure to take care of you guys.
That boy's everywhere.
All right.
Holler at your boy.
I can get it all replaced.
What if they steal some lives, though?
I mean,
That's what we're talking about.
It's so rare that it's like, are you going to, because of the less than 1% thing, that gonna dictate the 99% stuff that you do?
I mean, no, I get what you're saying. You can't take one thing and let it make you like live in fear and shit. But like, I personally, and this is the way my brain works. Niggas think I'm over paranoid, but like, when I go like when I go back to my crib, nigga, I will walk throughout the whole house, hit the windows, hit the locks, and when I go in my room to go to bed to sleep, and I got a separate lock on that, just on my bedroom door I lock, just cause like I ain't taking no chances with shit, dog. Like I've personally been in too many experiences with fucked up people and crazy shit, and seen some shit that like I don't never want no one in my space unless I'm aware of it. No matter what, even if a drunk guy stole, like say it was a college kid drunk guy stole in your house, thought like I've seen videos on YouTube about this, like, oh, I woke up, this nigga was on my couch, thought he lived here, this and that. Like me, like that dude's probably getting shot, bro. Like not even because I'm like that type of dude. It's just because like, bro, I would never go in someone's house, right? Wouldn't cross my mind to be like, let me just go in your house even though it's not mine. And so that would make me feel so violated, bro. Like even unless if he was doing something, if I just woke up and the nigga was asleep on the couch, I'd probably just hold it on him and be like, look, you need to wake up, right? But like, you don't go in niggas' houses. That's someone's home, bro. Like,
but if he's blacked out, he's not doing it on purpose, right? Like, truly, like if somebody was like mentally unstable and just like accidentally walked into your house or something, or was like super wasted and walked into your house, it's not like you have to kill this person. Because they are probably going to be like, oh, damn, I didn't.
And then there's all the other
thing is if the door was locked, he wouldn't be able to walk into the house.
Right, that's exactly what I'm saying. And then there's so many variables to play into it, like something that could be innocent like that. Like if I gave that nigga a pass, like he was on my couch, oh, I was just drunk, this and that. I'm doing something that I know for a fact not a lot of niggas would do for me. Just because the way I look, nigga, if I come up in your house and you don't know me and I'm not supposed to be there, there's not warning, nigga. I'm getting Swiss cheesed up.
I'm just calling the police because I'm not even a gun-toting person like that. Like, that's not even my...
He said, help!
I feel like niggas would for sure shoot me if they see me in their crib. For sure.
I feel like there will be a point in time where, say, Boise gets to that state. You're not in a major city and not lock your stuff because there is enough crime that's happening. I don't feel that that's the case in Boise. I don't feel like that's the case in Moscow, Idaho. I don't feel like that's the case in Pullman.
That, yeah.
right now to be on that high alert, and it's nice that it's not at that level. That's like a great feature of the University of Idaho, is because like it is so friendly. The worst thing that maybe could happen is like a minor burglary, but like I said, renter's insurance, all that stuff is replaceable. It's probably somebody you know. It's not even gonna be like, it's not even gonna be like random. It's like at that point, so it's like, it's just so unfortunate because I like the way I think of that community. This had them hella shook, but I hope it doesn't deter people from just
and
still
fuck up
being
their whole vibe,
loving and caring and free flowing and wanting to meet people. Like where that area is, like the club, like say like the corner club is like maybe a mile and a half away, or where people drink and stuff. So everybody just gets drunk there, and they all
just
slowly walk back to campus. Like part of this affidavit.
You niggas,
y'all gotta forgive my boy today. He is struggling.
I'm not
couple
the
of us
legal
are.
team,
I think
like, those words, they make those words big just to trip.
But nigga, what did you just stumble on right before?
Jam, I think you're the only one that hadn't fucked up a word yet.
Come on now.
Well, he's a mother. That's what he does. Is words. Nigga.
He's a lyricist.
He's a lyricist. He writes and raps. And
He said he's a lyricalist. I said
he's a miracle lyricalist.
Don't drop $1 around me, dog. Don't mess up the act.
I'm sorry to interrupt what you were about to say. Don't forget it.
Okay.
Doesn't that like, because you went to that school and you were like in that town, doesn't it suck to even like think like the pureness of what you got to experience might not be?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He said he doesn't want to.
It's like goddamn, you know.
Yeah.
My little cousin, I can call her just my niece, but she had just got like accepted to BSU like a week before, and then she tells me, she's like, I was like, oh, are you gonna get your letter from U of I, acceptance letter? She's like, yeah, I applied. She said she got accepted, and then like the next day, like that news
she
hit,
said,
and she was like, and I'm sitting there like, fuck, like, because I would
and that's
1,000 times want her to go up there than to stay at Boise State. I mean, all higher education is good, so I'm not like, it's just more like a petty thing. But I know that moment rocked a bunch of people, and I don't think it's reflective of the area. It's not reflective of Washington State in this single bat. If this happened at like Syracuse or Alabama or Arizona State or whatever, it would be just as tragic. Like that's how random it is. It would be a CNN thing. It's not on CNN because it's Idaho and it's like a small murder. It's just this shit doesn't happen in college, period. So yeah.
So what were the ages of the victims? Did it say, or are they like young 20s, 21?
20 here right here. 21, 21, 20 and 20. Yeah.
Is it bad that when you said 21, I want to say, can you do something?
Stupid as fuck.
No disrespect.
He said,
I was just picturing Drake twerking.
That's what. So I didn't.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna keep moving though.
Yeah. Don't be disrespecting the Drizzy like that.
Okay,
Nigga,
you just hear what he said?
Yeah, you said you want the Drizzy and you're busy getting busy.
He said Drizzy gave me the glizzy.
The internet drug Drake. For throwing the alley oop.
Yeah.
The internet didn't drag. You can't drag Drake as much as I'm a talk shit. That nigga has too much prestige to where like he moves so correctly. You can't drag him like that. Niggas were just trying to have fun. You can't really. You don't catch him slipping up, man.
Yeah, and any niggas that made the video, the spicy videos, and they were actually hitting the Dougie like that, nigga, it's not a good look for you.
Yeah,
like that video might got 1.5 million views, nigga, but that's gonna be with you 10 more years from now.
He said, "Sure is. Give me that money, nigga. Fuck you talking about." But anyways, back to this. Random.
When Johnny was talking earlier about the cars circling the block like 3 times and then parking and then leaving, and it was at like, they said he was driving around at like say 4 a.m. Like what I think it started like 2:28 or something. One of those anyway. But that time frame, like there isn't many cars driving because, like I was saying, everybody just walks to the bar
And
walks
home,
back.
yeah.
So like the fact that you're driving in Moscow is just a weird thing.
Especially at that time.
At that time, and it's like people are either walking back or they're just like having an Uber drop back, but there's nobody gonna be sitting there doing loops. So yeah,
It's a trip. So is it like mostly Idahoans that go to U of I, or is there like a handful
The
of
gang of Washington kids too.
yeah. There's some like yeah. So there's some people that they don't want to go to WSU and they want something smaller, so they go. We have a big like
How far away is that?
Moscow?
Washington State from Moscow.
like 6 miles, 8 miles,
Oh,
6 miles.
damn.
It's little.
No,
I mean,
how from the distance from Washington?
Like 6. It's like a drive from here to fucking
Meridian.
Buffalo Wild Wings
to get to
Meridian.
Washington State?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Back in the day, it was like the deadliest 8-mile strip on the planet for DUIs.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Nigga. There's
But,
you.
yeah, so
That's wild.
it was crazy. Yeah, they're like right there. I remember when I freaking went up to U of I and then they drove me over to Washington State for the first time. I was like, damn, because like I was so excited and so like thought U of I was like beautiful as shit. They had frat houses and all that stuff and sororities, and you're like, oh, look at that, hello, all this like bomb ass shit. Then somebody took me over to
A bigger university.
oh my god, I'm talking like frat house. Our frat houses hold 60. They're hold like 150. Like ours are mansions. There's like mansions. And it's like they're like we have our like the QB Dome is nice because it's indoor and stuff. You go over there, they have their Poland stadium, big Pac-12 stadium, Pac-10 at the time. But like it was like fuck. If I would have just tried a little bit harder, I could be going to school
Over here.
Yeah. So it was
And it's
wild.
literally right down the street, like you said. That's just crazy.
That's
Crazy.
Yeah.
So
Well, y'all niggas suck at football. Anyway, speaking of football, you niggas watched the Monday night game, or excuse me, Thursday night game.
It was Monday night.
It was Monday night. Yeah.
Everything seems like it's just a big blur from Christmas.
Well, honestly,
now
I'm
it's
just
like,
glad
everything's
to,
been getting like reported from on
Yeah.
Thursday. This was reported, but that shit with Damar Hamlin, bruh.
Crazy, super tragic,
Nigga,
super fortunate that it's going in the right direction. Shout out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
to
all
everybody.
the people that act. So one of these things, you see too many videos online these days, and it's one of the things that makes me start losing faith in humanity before I correct myself, because at the end of the day I love people, but is people, shit going down, and it could be dangerous shit, you know what I'm saying, or people falling out health wise, this and that, but motherfuckers record and don't help and all this other shit. But like when he fell out after he got up, took 2 steps and fell back out, like they was on it like that, and that can be the difference between him living or dying. So
Oh,
like,
it 100% was.
yeah, so it's just so fortunate that I have people there that like were just so on point, because these days and the days where people are so lackadaisical and no one really gives a fuck unless it affects their life and all this, or at least that's how I feel, because I peep it all the time. It's dope to know that they really like regard their players' lives like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's dope.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I keep telling everybody, nigga, how many sports events or football games I've played in or watched, and I've never experienced anything like that.
Yeah.
Did you watch it live?
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't watch it live, but my
Yeah.
brother called me as soon as it happened, and I was like heading over to my brother's, and he had it on loop, and I'm just sitting there going, dog.
Bruh, he got up. You see him like his knees like bounce, like he almost buckled but caught himself.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
It's because it was still pumping, because with the cardiac arrest, I was watching a YouTube video of this doctor breaking it down, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's like it's super odd chance of like when you take a direct hit to the chest mixed with like the exact right, like when it's beaten and all this. I don't know fucking doctor language. I'm not even gonna sit here and try it, but I'm sure you can find the YouTube video, and he's breaking it down about how your heart works and like the fucking electrical shit that goes through and all this shit. And it literally, that's why like he took the hit and he goes to get back up, and how he doesn't immediately fall back down is because that shit was probably shutting off, and he had to just a little, I probably feel a little dizzy, and then it shut, you know, like that. And that shit's just so scary. I'm a hypochondriac, bro. So now, like, I'm not gonna let nothing hit me. I'm gonna walk around with one of those dirt bike chest protectors on, you know, the motocross
just
riders.
under your fucking work shirt. Nigga, I can't stand you.
Dog.
That shit's scary as fuck,
so
knowing that could just happen. You can get, I mean, that nigga was healthy, clearly.
Yeah.
So obviously everybody who saw the clip, nigga took a blow to the chest, making a tackle. If you didn't see it, this is what happened. Nigga made a play, took a tackle, runner dipped his shoulder, gave him a shoulder to his chest, right? Gets up like nothing happens. Well, obviously put his heart in cardiac arrest, you know. Sent it into arrhythmia is what they're saying. And basically that just means that...
The way you said arrhythmia.
Arrhythmium.
Ooh, did he just fuck up too?
No, he didn't. He just said it solid. Arrhythmium. Arrhythmia. The way you said arrhythmia.
You might be retarded. I love this. No defense to anybody or offense.
I just want your college ass to know that I've corrected you 3 times tonight, nigga, and I didn't finish high school.
Talk that shit. But no.
You doing this shit again.
Words are hard to say sometimes.
Shut up, nigga. You sound like
arrhythmium.
Shut the fuck up and listen, nigga. Arrhythmia.
You sound like you ever seen Wolf of Wall Street? You ever seen Wolf of Wall Street? Not to cut you off, Cham. Just side note, how he was doing that voice reminded me of when they popped those Quaaludes and he was trying to say Steve Madden. He's like, Steve Madden. You know what I'm saying? That shit's hella funny. And he just starts jerking off to that girl. That's hilarious, nigga.
But yeah, anyways, back to my nigga Damar Hamlin. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, sorry, no disrespect.
His shit went into arrhythmia. Basically, that's just the chest. The chest must be struck in a brief moment, about 20 milliseconds, while the heart is relaxing. So like that's the chances of it happening. You know, it's so rare, like 20 milliseconds.
And we think about all the football players that we've seen, every game that's happening at high school,
right,
Pee Wee League, all that stuff. The fact that we've never seen it on TV lets you know like how rare it was, and it just was like shocking. I remember one of the announcers was saying like football usually it's like if a player gets injured, you get him off the field and you just start playing because it doesn't matter if you get paralyzed or whatever. Usually when he's on the stretcher, they'd be like this. They shoot the thumbs up at the end to be like saying, "Hey, keep the game going." This time when there wasn't, it was different because
100%.
It don't like.
I didn't even think of that, but 100%. 100%. Any level, nigga gets hurt and gets off the field, it'll be.
Yeah, they do that. Everybody claps it up that he's on his way to just healing, and we know that that's the price of the game. And then you started this time. It was, the way their faces looked was, oh my gosh.
Well, when tragedy strikes, bro, it's one of them things you don't really until it happens. Like people don't walk around every day waiting for some. I mean, I'm sure there are some people, but that's no way to live. I actually fucking do that on a fucking very minimal level sometimes because I'm just. You know, a little bit of traumatization from a childhood or whatever. But other than that, people don't walk around thinking about bad shit all the time. So when shit happens, it's bad. They just get shook. You know what I'm saying? And people that haven't like witnessed a lot of traumatic shit or bad shit, like I think sometimes it doesn't even like traumatize them as much because like they don't even truly conceptualize. They're just like, man, that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just like people will see something that if it happened to them or like a family member, someone they love, they'd be shook. But they'll like see it on like a TV,
random person's life and it doesn't affect.
Even though it's real in reality, but it's like over something and they'll be like, man, that's crazy. But they're just thinking, man, that's crazy. They're not thinking, they're not shook. They're not fucking fucked up. Their mental health isn't screwed up over it. They don't have fucking PTSD from all this shit. They're just like, oh, that's crazy. But if it happened to you, nigga,
well, and that's what's crazy too is like this case, it's something like nobody's seen. Yeah. So everybody's like tripping, you know, like you said, the game it got canceled. Yeah. Indefinitely, they're not redoing it. Nothing.
Yeah, because that's
it's
such a
imagine this. So like, part of this article from the New York Times, it's talking about how like the game's not going on. They're pretty much saving his life on the field in front of everybody. And the broadcasters still have to broadcast. Yeah. No, imagine you've never seen this. You don't know, like. Yeah. Yeah. In all actuality, oh boy, Mike could die. Yeah. You know, so they're like, I got a quote right here from Joe Buck pretty much about like his experience of having to continue to go when do play by play when no play is going on. And he said it was a nightmare. It certainly was nothing. It certainly was nothing anyone was ever prepared for. You have all the hype and build up, and everyone can't wait to watch this matchup. And in the snap of a finger, it's completely different. Football just goes out the window.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because I feel like everybody gets that concept, except see, there he goes. Hey,
just a matter of time.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's contagious.
You know what I'm saying? You niggas, I can't stand
Said
you.
bronze sharpen bronze. Oh, what? Hold up.
But it's just crazy because, like, you know, I'm sure Joe Buck has seen more football games than all of us put together, or you know, and so it's just crazy for him to feel that way because it's like. You're at work, dog. Just keep it going.
Yeah.
Well, Izzy should, though, because human life trumps football, as it should.
I'm just saying it's crazy. They're like, keep broadcasting. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
nigga,
yeah.
just stop showing the shit.
Yeah, I
take
don't
this
NFL,
take this L on the chin and keep it moving.
Yeah.
It was probably such an uncomfortable feeling for him.
All I wanted to do after like I got to
all you wanted to do, or all you wanted to do. Was,
all I wanted to do.
We gotta quit correcting each other and just let us all be. We just need to be our dyslexic fucking speech impediment having asses, and niggas will figure it out.
Hey, people work full time and do this because we love y'all.
I'm gonna just start talking like Boomheimer and say, hey, you know what?
I'm sorry, cousin. Keep going. My fault.
My bad.
Like how it took like 9 minutes or 16 minutes before he fell on the field to being driven off in the paramedic. After the paramedic left and they were like still just like talking on the air or whatever, and they went back, and all I could be like is I need an update all the time, like every second. Like when I got home with my wife and I'm like, we're just like looking it up, and every time I go to open up the ESPN app, my like fucking heart
was thumping.
It's thumping because I just didn't want to read fucking.
He didn't survive.
Or when they started saying critical condition, I'm sitting there like, oh, I hope they're not lying to me.
Whoa,
because like, dog, I couldn't take it. You know what I mean? Like
something you love so dearly being like, it just killed a nigga.
Yeah,
that's 20.
And it looked so routine.
Right.
That's it was just like.
Well, and that's another thing.
So
I got
crazy.
something. Let me see. I got another one from another quote from goddamn, what's his name? Big nigga. Where's it at? Right here, I think maybe. No, it might be another one. I'll find it, but it's just a quote, pretty much. Fuck, I forgot what I was saying.
You can't.
I just read too many.
You can
things.
lead a horse.
Not what you asked.
You said the big nigga had some sort of quote.
I know, but what were you saying before? Because it
was routine play.
Oh yeah, it's an ex NFL player, and he's saying, "I've made that play hundreds of times, and you know, there's been times where I thought he's like they asked him what it takes or how he feels about putting his body on the line like they have to, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, I've made this routine play hundreds of times, but there's been multiple times where I'm like, well, what if the next time doesn't go that way?
Yeah.
You know, like what if the next time I break both arms on the way down, you know, whatever.
Get a super concussion
something,
or whatever.
Right. Get paralyzed trying to make a tackle, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just crazy because NFL veterans that have been around forever, played for a decade plus, are feeling crazy about it too. You know, it's like it's not like, oh, this generation soft, bunch of pussies.
Yeah.
No, nigga, this has never been seen before.
Yes, exactly.
You know, not at any level.
Yeah.
Like maybe at some level, but it was such a small level that we didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was never heard of.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy, but nigga's life got saved. Shout out to Denny Kellington.
Hey, hit that clap button, man.
You know, I don't know if it's on there, but he's the crazy shit is he's the assistant to.
We got to get quicker with this.
No, we don't have claps anymore.
Oh,
claps
we
is the last one.
Yeah.
There,
Hey,
remember?
well, it is a good thing not to have the clap.
Yeah, we didn't have the clap.
But he's like the team assistant when it comes to medical, and they said he was pretty much out there taking charge. Like he wasn't the assistant.
I saw an article
Good.
where they said that they wanted to put him in the Hall of Fame. They were like, he should be in the Hall of Fame. for that one act.
They said literally if he didn't start like telling, as soon as he dropped, everybody heard him yell, "Hey, we need all hands on deck."
Oh wow!
So like everybody, if you're medical, anything, they get out here because we might need you. You know?
Yeah.
And so it's just crazy because, like I said, he's an assistant. For him to like not even have to be like, well, should I step in? And he just was like, he's gonna die essentially. You know?
Yeah.
If we don't do something now.
Yeah.
I just took a CPR class with wifey because the baby's on the way, and like they're teaching us like how to do it and like walk up on the scene, but like. My hesitation that I just had on a dummy.
Yeah.
Just imagine that, and it like takes like a real one. Obviously, he's like a professional, but still, there was probably professionals that were like, "It can't be dying on the field because that just doesn't happen." But he just went into it.
Well, and they say it's good that he was on it like that because he pretty much kept the blood flowing in his body.
Yeah. They said it was
Damar's
a vital
heart
part.
stopped, right?
Yep.
And him giving him CPR allows the blood flow to continue, obviously keeping the brain alive and shit. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, think of that. Dude's literally died on the field, and he was brought back to life on the field
twice,
multiple times.
Yeah, because they did the compressions, started to put him on the stretcher, had to bring him back down, get to work.
That shit's scary,
like the
man.
CPR, you're pushing down on the chest for 2 inches. That's like snapping shit.
Yeah.
To do it right, you're like fucking. And that shit, that's crazy.
Yeah. Damar Hamlin's sore as a bitch. Guaranteed. Had a tube. And that's what's crazy. Nothing but good progress, you know? Like, I think the dopest thing in him about it is just the dog in him.
Yeah.
You heard about when he woke up?
Oh, yeah.
Asked if, hey, did we win?
Yeah.
You wanted the game of life.
Yes, that shit's so dope. But that's just the competitor in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably the last thing he remembers, and he woke up and he wasn't there.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, nigga, did we at least win? Like, I don't even know what happened to me.
Yeah, because he could probably be thinking, oh, I just got a serious concussion or something like that. He probably didn't know it was like a heart attack until they told him it was a heart attack. You know, niggas wake up out of snot bubblers all the time and be like,
you know how
we win?
Right.
Yeah, we did.
As of Thursday, he was like still critically ill and on a ventilator. But now he's 100% breathing on his own, talking to family, friends.
Bro, can you imagine the first time
crazy,
they show him the video of himself after he makes that tackle and how shook he'd be when he goes, okay, made the tackle, that shit didn't hurt, I know that. Got up and falls right back down. He's like, what happened? They're going to be like, nigga, your heart stopped.
Yeah.
Because this incredibly rare occasion of how you got hit. Like, that probably blew his mind, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. You think he wants to ever play again?
100%. 100%.
I bet he plays again.
Yeah, this year probably, nigga. Okay, maybe not.
Maybe not, but hey, if the doctor clears him, he will.
And
I bet you he'll be chopping at the bits to get out there because he is
man.
kind of like a little like a come up story. He wasn't like a high draft pick, but he like with injuries, he's got to play, got his shot,
and produced.
Yeah,
but yeah, so they took him to University of Cincinnati Hospital, and one of the doctors there said about Denny Kellington, the assistant that pretty much took the action on the field, said not just saving his life, but his neurological. Jesus.
Neurological.
You niggas need to stop fucking. I'm done.
Don't blame
I'm done.
That's on you.
No,
everybody wants to be.
All jokes aside, don't forget your train of thought, Chain. Don't
you
forget your
niggas are
train.
giving me bad juju.
This is not an episode of Billy Madison. This is real life, folks.
Don't you?
You're not talking. This nigga stumbled over.
I'm saying this whole thing is in an episode of Billy Madison.
You stumbled more than all of us.
I don't give a
Hey,
fuck.
but here's the thing. All jokes aside,
Karma's
between
a
us,
bitch.
every nigga watching this videos right now is like, these niggas cannot read.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny. 1 time, 8 times in, they're like, nigga, have someone read it for you.
I said oh my god. Anyways, I don't even know what I did with that sheet. Is this the right one?
You watch Grey's Anatomy, you don't be saying the words.
Oh
over
god,
again.
you ain't lying.
You knew what it's supposed to be on the page.
Hey, I put
the
subtitles at the bottom. I don't know what none of them say.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, there's the."
Your next song, you're gonna be like neurological, follicle, diabolical. You know what I'm saying? Perpendicular to a square, staying blow like flares.
But he said, good. But he's just saying that, like, not only did he save his life, but his neurological functions, you know, because if he didn't have his blood flowing and zap his heart, give him
the
all
oxygen,
everything,
yeah,
nigga could have been brain dead, could have never, literally been a vegetable. So, shout out again to Denny, that nigga saving lives left and right.
Yeah.
That's fucking sad as fuck.
It's dope.
Okay.
It's crazy because the assistant was at Syracuse till 2017. The head of the medical department, and now he's fucking famous all around the world, nigga. Saving lives, one step at a time as an assistant. It's too late. But yeah, so
I just don't want to have to fucking.
yeah.
You know, when I set my shit down.
Oh yeah, you're good. He's like, I didn't want to have to do it, but I'm gonna do it with my hand. I can't stand you. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love you, boy.
I love you too.
But yeah, shit's just crazy, bro. Shout out to Denny Kellington. Shout out to Damar Hamlin.
Yeah.
Shit's crazy. So nuts, bro.
I'm just praying that everything just keeps trending upwards and fast recovery.
Oh, facts. Yep, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, bro, just to think how far he's come since it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like going from obviously not responding to 50% breathing on a tube to 100% breathing, now awake and having conversation. It's
Had a
huge.
Zoom call with the team.
Huge.
And the coach said something. It was just the team was elated. He's like, there wasn't any words to describe how crazy they were when they were hearing him talk on. I think he said, "I love you, boys," or something like that.
Yeah.
And you could just the locker room turns up on a win. They were just like, yeah, like.
Oh, you know they was all crying and shit.
Before I forget,
So much
this is one
celebration.
thing I wanted to mention that we went left before I mentioned it, so I forgot. You guys see Skip Bayless's comment?
Enough of it, yeah.
Did you?
No.
So that nigga's just ignorant.
I don't really like Skip
Me
Bayless.
neither. That makes two of us.
Like that's the kind
So-
of man I want to open hand slap and like take his manhood away and like thug on him and be like what? Because he's too confident in himself for being an ignorant asshole.
So this is what he
You know what I'm
said.
saying? Fuck you,
No-
Skip Bayless,
no
bitch ass
bullshit.
nigga.
At 9:30, the day after, or the day it happened, you know, so probably an hour later, he said, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant."
Because it is compared to someone's life, you fucking idiot. Fuck you, Skip Bayless. I know he ain't gonna see this because we ain't famous, but fuck you, dog.
He might. Fuck you, Skip.
Hey, did you
Fuck
see
you, Skip.
Everybody go
Sharp?
comment hashtag fuck you, Skip in the comments, my dogs. Anyways,
I hope one of these days
I
Shannon
did.
just
You
takes
saw the
off
Shannon
on him.
Sharp one?
So yeah, they were
that
going ham
part-
on each other.
It was like Shannon Sharp was trying to give him a layup to like be
Run
back,
with it.
but he was so like,
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah.
I have to say sorry for nothing. I didn't. You're like, oh my
What's
god.
crazy?
dog.
His
like,
apology was ass.
Yeah.
Do you see his apology?
I didn't see his apology. I thought
Nigga.
maybe it was on
Bruh.
live, that part.
Oh my god, he didn't even apologize. He literally was like,
Bro, I loved watching Richard Sherman
"Fuck it."
make
He
Skip
felt-
Bayless look like a fucking just a bitch.
Say that again.
Richard Sherman.
Richard, did you remember when they was talking and Richard Sherman just like in the coolest, calm and collected fucking demeanor just broke him the fuck down?
He said,
because
"I
he was
have
trying
more
to.
accolades in my field than you'll ever have."
Yeah, and he's like, and my 24 years of life, I'm better at life than you. And Skip was like, okay, but anyways, and just kept reverting. It's like when that motherfucker doesn't have something to say, he looks so stupid and it's so satisfying. I'm hard right now thinking about it. Y'all niggas just can't see because I ain't built like that.
Stupid. He said, "I'm in black and black slimming."
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, Shannon, I honestly think he's done doing the show with him.
Yeah, like that.
Like
was,
that's so ignorant.
Like, why would you want to? Why would like even people when like I think we understand this more as adults. Some people never understand it, and then they wonder why they have certain cycles or people are always like this to me and that. It's your job as a person, no matter what field you're in, friend circle, this and that. As an adult, if you start peeping the way someone moves and you know you don't agree with it, but then you continue to spend time around them, don't complain about that shit because you can.
Well, and that's the thing.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
certain
Like-
things you can disagree with and be okay with people.
Yeah,
but
for
there's
sure.
like certain things that it's like, damn.
It's a
nigga,
balance.
you're-
It's a fine line.
That shows where your morals are.
Yeah,
You
it
know
shows
what I'm
your
saying? It's like,
it shows your
goddamn.
character, which is
Right.
like the fool's first thought was to be like, I mean, I know the dude died on the field, but like it's the football game and the end of the season. It's like, shut the fuck up. That's like when you hear ignorant, stupid motherfucking people, when you see one of those videos of a motherfucking black person or a colored person, or even if they're a white person, which is not usually this way, but fucking, you know, putting their hands up, clearly not being violent, and you see a police officer fucking violate their rights and shit, and be all crazy, and then they'll be like, what happened before the video cut on? Or what? Like, that doesn't matter if the kid had his hands up and got shot on his knee. It doesn't matter if you had a 50-minute video before that. Like, niggas are so stupid. Ooh, I don't know if I just hit a switch, but I'm about to start hating people. We need to talk about something positive.
The Skip Bayless when he fucking...
in the eyes of an angel.
It's arms, nigga. We need to quit talking. We are not saying shit right tonight. He said, in the
But
eyes
is that
of an
verse
angel.
2?
Yeah, I thought
Is it verse 2, the eyes of the angel?
It's for sure in the eyes.
Oh,
of
it
the
switches between eyes and...
I don't know.
Is there ears of the angel?
I knew I needed to be going to sleep when I heard that commercial. Damn, it's time to go.
Yeah.
You got 38 cents.
Even if he felt that the whole entire statement at the end he summed it up correctly, it's like if people felt some type of way, just step aside, put your pride aside, and just be like, damn, that was fucked up. He was like trying to defend his shit.
Yeah,
and
some
was
dudes
like,
can't do
And
that.
that's what his whole
like-
apology was too. It's like, you didn't say, I'm sorry. I know that life's more important than the game.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga didn't say, oh, I'm sorry, Damar Hamlin and you and your family. I hope well wishes, nothing.
Yeah, like,
It was like, the reason I said it was, and I'm sorry if it offended somebody.
but it's like out of all the tweets that went out that day, yours was the only one that even came close to toting the line.
Hey,
and it's
all-
like
had a
at that
problem
point
with-
you just be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Like, damn, all on me. And
Right.
when it was nice to see it live like that with him and Shannon played it so fucking smooth.
He said, all right.
He was like, you didn't even let me finish. I was about to try to save you.
He did
And
tell
then,
him that
yeah,
too.
He said, I was about to try to save you, and then all of a sudden, you
Going
still
out the
don't get
window.
it. Going
He-
out the, and it's like,
Yeah,
nah, I'm
yeah.
good.
He said, but the bosses didn't. He said the bosses made you apologize. No, they didn't.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like, why?
Jesus.
Nigga, I am
Damn.
people. I am not for cancel culture. Can we cancel this nigga, man? Cancel Skip. Let's skip. Fuck Skip.
It's double skip.
Skip right over Skip shit.
Double skip.
Double Skip.
He hurt.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, they said they give you just enough rope to hang yourself with, and he got caught.
That boy got 2 ropes.
God, man.
You know it's so bad.
He
'Cause
does
clearly,
it up to himself all
if
the time.
If it was on TV like that and all that heat's on him and that's his reaction, when that nigga's off camera behind closed doors, he don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
it's even worse. Yeah.
He don't give a fuck. Like, that's who you are on camera.
Imagine what his life is like at home, like what him and his
probably
family
miserable.
were discussing before
Niggas
he
probably
made that
don't like
tweet.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
He probably don't have a whole lot of friends. He seemed like kind of a fucking loser.
he ain't lying.
Yeah. But
You want to talk about that game we're gonna start doing?
yeah. I got
I don't know if you heard about this. We're
I did not.
gonna start doing this to when niggas fuck up black culture in here.
As everybody knows, we're
what is this
we're
game?
3 Africans, half white, half black.
Team light skin in the
Team
building.
light skin in the building.
Hashtag team light skin.
Team like Steph Curry for president.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Only one of us
Drake
got
for
freckles.
vice.
though.
Vice president. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be the longest bull run for light skinned niggas.
He said, "Ain't Klay Thompson?"
Yeah, Klay Thompson.
He said, "We'll take a Jordan Poole."
Nah. You gotta run it back to the Klay Thompson, because check this out, nigga. You know how there's like BBWs, right? And then there's like SBBWs, like super BB, like the kind that they're just like they got 200 pounds on me. Klay Thompson is a S light skin. He's a super light skin. He's a nigga that you can confuse for like that white boy just got curly hair.
he's out of Pullman. He's out of Washington State.
He's a SLS, super light skinned.
You know,
Like,
SLS.
he has the frat nation going
Shout
crazy.
out Party
'cause-
Next Door, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's a party animal. But anyway, shout out to my cousin for the Christmas present. Like, caught me out of the blue with the gift, and it's called the game's called Black Card Revoked, Original Flavor Edition. This is deck 1. It's cards for all people, but the gist of the game is a laugh out loud, sing it like you mean it, must-have game for people who love black people and black culture. If you can't answer these questions, you might just need your black card revoked. Now, since we're,
We always be like, "You're lighter than me, nigga."
yeah, like we're never freaking white enough for the white people. We're
Did you
never
just say
black enough for-
frickin'? pull a card.
Yeah, nigga, 100%.
Pull a fucking card, nigga. Example, that's how it's gonna work.
Yeah, exactly.
Nigga said frickin'. He's pulling a card to answer a question.
Just keep that whole deck
and
on you.
We'll keep score for the season and see how it goes. And,
Yeah.
You know.
I don't think I've ever used the word frickin' in my life.
Besides when you're mimicking Caucasians.
Yeah.
I'm deep in corporate now. You know what I'm saying?
He said
frickin'. He said, who's that guy that robbed you? Did you get a good look at him? I think it was a frickin' Puerto Rican. I don't know. He was talking in Spanish and he hit me for $48.
Stupid. You ain't lying. This nigga said frickin'. He just caught out the blue. I said, pull a card. Oops.
Nigga, I feel like you're one slip up away from getting upset and being like, shoot dang.
Hot diggity.
Say,
wait one
but
second.
His favorite thing when he gets surprised to say is, I'll be darned. Goof ass. Stupid.
Shit.
Well, shit, y'all.
Hey, I be saying some white people shit though too, and like not realizing I do it as much as I do. I just probably don't do it in front of people as much. But like, because my grandpops, my pops, he'd like say if you walk outside and it's cold, he'd be like, it's colder than a witch's titty, and I'd be like, what the fuck?
I always say that. I didn't know that was Caucasian.
No, I always thought it was because he'd say
not.
he'd say that,
That's
and then
not pee.
No, that's not P. Pick a card.
We go out.
Grab a card. Yeah.
I'm answering mine correctly though, nigga. You're not.
I'm winning all the time.
Please stop.
Hey,
you
what
can't
about this?
use Google,
So-
nigga. Don't
so-
go home and do research, nigga.
So that's debatable, right? That's a mixed approved one. Is colder than a witch's titty. Is if you walk outside and it's hot and you go, man, it's hotter than a popcorn fart. Is that white?
That's the whitest shit.
White.
Yeah, my pops hit me with that all the time. I started saying it.
At least the one I'm saying is P is talking about a titty.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
You ain't never felt a witch's titty because you ain't pee, nigga. That's exactly what I'm saying. Take your lane.
Only thing.
I touch angel titties.
Hey, take your
angel titties.
Take your lame old Lane Bryant wearing ass down the street somewhere.
It's
nigga.
only because you know
Nigga his whole outfit came from the Lane Bryant catalog of 08, nigga.
Did you just see the Cat Williams versus this lady roast?
Oh,
He was going in on her with the Lane Bryant.
He was not playing.
Oh my gosh, that I wanted to clap so. I was like, God, he's good.
hole at? My shit came
Lift your legs, girl.
My shit come unplugged. Plug my shit back in.
Oh, God.
Shit.
Spit on it.
Hey, what was? Oh,
Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear now. What was we saying before the witch's titty? Called
Something about a popcorn fart or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I don't even know.
He said, I hope I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Nah, but I was gonna say something else and I forgot because my headphone came unplugged.
All right, well, you have
Oh,
anything
shit.
to say as we close out?
Yeah.
We had a 05.
Fuck Skip Bayless.
Okay. J. Dot, any closing statements, my playboy?
No, yeah, let's just make 2023 the best year possible.
Okay, thank you, radio.
Damn.
Appreciate you. You make 2023, 2020.
Also, as usual, I kind of want to, and obviously I'll let you end it off. The main anchor, you know what I'm saying? But everyone, I get everyone has their New Year's resolutions and this and that, but like, whether it's this year, next year, whatever, fuck the year. Day by day, when you wake up, make sure you're trying to do some kind of work towards being a more compassionate or empathetic or any type of change you'd like to see in the world. Don't just sit there and want the change. Work towards being that so you can truly, one, take pride in knowing you literally move in a way that you're being the change you want to see, and two, even when you don't realize it, it's affecting others around you. The energy you're putting out in the world and the people immediately around you is going to benefit from that. So just be the best version of yourself. And this shit sounds a lot more simple than it is, but just put the work into that. When you're sitting around and you ain't putting energy into something else, or you're scrolling Facebook for 3 fucking hours, maybe put the phone down, read a book, or self-analyze on some shit, how you can level up in your brain, not just for your benefit, but for everyone around you. Because the greatest act is to inspire, man. And if the world had some more of that, we wouldn't be talking about constantly how fucked up the world is. You know what I'm saying?
Also, that just made me think of something. It's January. It's tax season.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I like in the next episode, I want to give my people a listing of like free tax software that you can use so you can do your taxes. I don't want to see people get beat over the head.
Don't get taxed on taxes.
Yeah, I don't want you to get taxed on taxes. If you just have like some simple like just like a W-2 from your job. Like there's a tax software. As long as you can read, you'll be able to,
we can't, nigga.
you'll be able to fill it out and get all your tax money. But yeah, just it's tax season right now. Don't rush out to give H&R Block $800 to do your taxes. Like, trust me. Like,
And don't hold this episode against him. This is the smart nigga of the show.
Yes, he can't read, but he can do numbers. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, that's fire. So that's dope to know. I'm gonna be using it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna just
know
have
that's
you
a
do
fact.
my taxes in general. Or
You heard him.
no, it's for,
No.
it's for you to do
He
it
said-
on your
he
own.
said-
as long as you can read, you just punch in some.
He
numbers.
said, "My mic's in the closet."
Jay White.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Jay White.
Jay
my,
White.
my mic's in the closet.
Yeah.
You looked at me serious. I thought I fucked up for real. I was like, "Oh shit."
No.
But thank you guys again for tapping in. This is episode 6. We just chugging along. Keep tapping in. Keep liking, sharing, subscribing, everything. We appreciate all the love. Link in the comments. So make sure you hit that bitch. And we'll see you guys next week.
I say we do like a 30-second freestyle on the way out via J.White.
Go J. Dot.
Hit him.
Go J.
R
Dot.
for the red.
I
Put the
can't.
dot on his head. He went to bed. He woke up red. Obviously, because I hit him with the 1, 2, 3
For free.
He did the Macarena.
He did the...
Looking like a retainer.
Oh my god.
No, you said he did the
yeah,
Macarena. Now I got a lawyer on retainer because you hit him with the stainer.
Oh. Aquafina.
The nigga that actually rapped tried to fuck up on purpose. He said
Yeah.
Coca-Cola product flavored water. Wait, so what? That didn't even rhyme. Actually, that's Dasani. Coca-Cola.
Anyway, it's your boy Jay.
J. Dot.
White. J. White, the Fi Guy.
And you know me, your boy Chame. And I got my other dog over here.
Johnny B, you know what to do, baby. Much love, y'all.
Love y'all boys
Love
and
you.
girls.
Yep.
I was gonna say